Hello everybody, it's Cape Rugby TV. It's all systems go here at the show tonight. We're talking about Western Province Club Rugby. Of course, very exciting. Big thanks to our sponsors, Hisense on board with us, our technical partner, Dulux Maitland at number 30 Coburg Road. You can see them in the screen behind me. And of course, MCamp 24, our pharmacy on the corner of Durban Road and the N1, and Score Energy Drinks on board with Cape Rugby. And of course, official partner to the Western Province Club Rugby Sevens. A whole lot coming up on the show tonight. We'll be taking a look at the Stormers pre-season friendly against False Bay, as well as the Stormers pre-season friendly against a sort of a mixed club. And to tell us more about that, we've got Jono van der Walt from False Bay joining us. I'll introduce you in a sec. Interviews coming up with Coach John Dobson, the Stormers wing, Siabela Sinatla, False Bay captain Thabo Nkongo, as well as the mixed club UWC's Liam Hendricks, as well as Tiny van Wyk. You will all have seen Tiny on the field on a number of occasions. Then we'll look at pre-season training at Rocklands, as well as some interviews there from players and coaches, and Belleville pre-season, after which we'll take a look at Jerome Parvarter's Club 2 Supersport Challenge, I think it is. Let me introduce you to the panel. They can tell me more about it. Jerome, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks JP. It is Club 2 Supersport Challenge.
Did I get it right?
You got it right, yeah.
I got it right.
For once.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so, yeah, we can see the rugby is starting really now.
Yeah.
We've got a full house tonight, so it's good.
Yeah, jam-packed. Danny Jones, nice to have Danny. Nice to have you back on the park, yeah? Been 7 days.
7 days, JP, and another. You'll see me next week here again.
Record viewership at the moment. So I don't know, between you and Jerome, we're doing back in the mix with us. Jono van der Walt. Jono, nice to have you back.
Cheers, JP. Lekker to be here. It's been a long break since August, September last year.
Well, I was about to say, the last time that I did not see you was when just after you were licking your wounds against Durban.
That is correct. Thanks for reminding me, JP.
But I didn't catch up with you there. I was hoping to see you, I think, at City Park, and we were just missing each other. False Bay back in the mix now. I mean, you're starting with the season, or at least the year, on a run. I suppose this Stormers opportunity was something you guys had to grab.
Yeah, we've had probably our longest break in the last 6 seasons, so maybe a blessing in disguise. There wasn't much reserve league rugby last year, so a lot of guys in the southern suburbs were very keen to play some ruggers. And what a nice opportunity. Obviously, we had to basically host Western Province and the DHL Stormers last week Saturday.
Yeah, Danny, that's a big occasion for Western Province Rugby. A nice pre-season there. A lot of spectators. There's also a bit of opportunity for the fans to see who the Stormers are.
Yes, JP, I want to compliment Robbie for taking the initiative in arranging this fixture. It is about taking the Stormers to various communities, and we haven't been in the southern suburbs for some time. Stormers now, and so it was good. It was a good day at Falls Bay. It was hot. Sweltering hot. The rugby was great, and I'm sure everybody who pitched up enjoyed themselves at the Bay.
We're going to take a look at the Stormers Falls Bay component as well as the mixed club component. But Jerome, you were a little bit involved there with the Stormers pre-season match. Quite a wide variety of players in the squad.
Yeah, JP, what we've done now, 3 weeks ago, we asked the clubs to nominate 5 guys from the club to join us, because we have a few contracted guys who's not in the Stormer squad, and that guys join in with them, training on Mondays and training on Wednesdays. So yeah, I must say we had a great turnout so far. And last week we did not have False Bay, but their guys joined this week. And also the university guys are not there, who's playing in the Varsity Cup, and obviously Durban, who's playing in the Gold Cup. So that's the only guys who's not there.
Well, we're going to take a look at the highlights. Let's take a look now with the highlights of the match. Remember, folks, we're going to give away a couple of prizes this evening. Of course, you can win yourself a case of Score Energy Drinks. That's going to come up a little bit later. And I'm also going to give you an opportunity to win yourself a set of double tickets to go and watch the Stormers at the Cape Town Stadium this weekend. But right now, let's take a look at the highlights in the match between the DHL Stormers and the False Bay first team. Right, folks, there we go. How fantastic is it to have an opportunity to watch the DHL Stormers here on Cape Rugby TV? We don't often get an opportunity to see them, but now with the new structures and plans and opportunities with Western Province Rugby, Western Province have opened the doors for Cape Rugby TV to cover the Stormers and get behind-the-scenes action. In fact, of course, the Newlands Faithful, otherwise known as the Faithful, is of course the name of the Western Province Rugby Supporters Club. You must go and join that. We'll give you an opportunity to take a look at that a little bit later. Jerome, Stormers up against False Bay here. We're talking about a Super Rugby team, which is one of the world's best teams, up against a club rugby team. Is this a fair contest?
JP, I would say for the exercise that the Stormers won and Robbie Fleck won out of Saturday, I think they were satisfied because False Bay didn't disappoint them. The guys were competitive, and Stormers had to work hard to get their points. And I think it was a successful day for the Stormers because they did not have a lot of or they hardly had opposition outside, just training against each other. So I think it was a great exercise, and as I say, False Bay didn't disappoint, and guys were putting in some great hits there, and they were competitive. Also in the scrums, they were competitive. So all over, I think was a great day for Stormers and False Bay, obviously.
Yeah, Jono, from a False Bay perspective, were the players just out there to have a draw? Or was there anything for you to take from it in terms of pre-season training?
Oh, again, I think everyone might maybe look and say a Super Rugby team against a club side, like kind of what is the point of the exercise? But we need to take a look at it and look at it from a holistic point of view. One, the Stormers wanted to hit out early. We've obviously had some recent success over the past few years, and generally they play UCT and Marties, and they wanted to play a bit of a club side. Just to see a little bit different as well as mix it up. And I think we kind of always knew that set piece we would be under pressure. There's just a bit of brawn and some tall timber there, so scrums, lineouts are always going to be difficult for us. But we knew if we held on to the ball and spread them, we might be able to cause a little bit of uncertainty in the defence, and that's exactly what Fleck and his guys wanted. They wanted to be put under pressure. They wanted the physicalness, and I think our guys brought it nicely. Now, of course,
did you say to the guys before? I'd love to know what you said in the change room before. Did you say, guys, just go out and tear them to pieces and have fun, or did you say, boys, let's stick to our defensive structures and
look, we might have mentioned that there aren't 26 cameras on the field. There's only 1 or 2, so we can definitely make sure that it. No, look. In all fairness, they are a professional outfit.
Yeah.
We know that they do this job day in, day out. It's a lack opportunity for the working class guy to come out, test and see where they are and how they measure up to guys and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Also to see where we are as a squad after only 3 weeks of preparation. And I think the whole exercise was great. Both teams came out without any injuries, and we got some contact in the process. And a lot of spectators came out and kind of had an enjoyable day in the sweltering heat, as mentioned.
So the short answer is no. You gave them the standard team talk.
We told them that they must know what club rugby is all about, because a lot of these guys have never played club rugby. So we told them, if you manage to find a nice Stormers face at the bottom of a ruck, just tell him welcome to club rugby.
Welcome to the Bay. The Bay's got too much gears. Danny, is it a bit? If you look at, people talk often about wrapping professional players in cotton wool. Is it not risky having the likes of the Stormers play club rugby? I mean, is it just the process one has to go through? Because one obviously has to think about injuries. You've got to think about different type of field conditions. The entire environment is different to a professional stadium.
No, for sure, JP, but I think that the exercise, as Jerome and Jono said, was a good exercise because you want to part of your role as coaches is to narrow the gap between the professionals and we amateur just because we amateur not because of the quality, we amateur because of where we deem to play in that kind of thing. So it's a good matchup because there's aspiration sitting in the teams, etc., individual players. So to that one individual player who believes he can make it in professional rugby, at least gives him an opportunity to measure himself and see what he needs to do to improve his game to be able to play at that level. So from that perspective, it's good. Obviously, the quality of the deck is important.
Yeah.
And so at least at Falls Bay, the surface wasn't bad. But there's risk in everything.
Yeah.
If it could easily happen in a practice game. Last year, 3 years ago, Dylan Leitz injured his knee at the HPC, and he was out for the season. So yeah, it's one of those. It comes with the territory.
Yeah. Well, we managed to catch up with one of the players in the territory, Sibelo, otherwise known as Seabass, Sibelo Sanatla.
Yeah, I think from the people that came through today, you can see the numbers. It's quite exciting. People are quite anticipated to see Stormers for first time, especially. You know, it's the first time we come out and play a little bit of rugby outside of our camp. So it's nice to come out here, play a little bit of club guys. I mean, club rugby, Mr. Province, I reckon is one of the best, if not the best in South Africa. So there's a whole lot of competition. You feel it when the guys come at you because obviously they want your position. But it's good exercise. It's a great opportunity for us to come out here and try new things, get the rust off. From my perspective, because I haven't played in quite a bit, so 9 months counting, not looking too bad. There's a lot of rust. The speed is, the step is, but we will get there, and this is what it's all about. Getting the first outing and seeing exactly where you are and what you need to work on, what you need to improve on. We try to, tap into Western Cape as a province as much as you can. It's not highly possible at some times because in a professional setup things are done in a particular system, and we don't have much time to prepare for Super Rugby, so we can't actually tap in too much, but we're trying to tap in and contribute into different communities. That's why we play this game. I mean, our brand is Western Cape brand, and we like to go through different communities and them seeing us in their setup and not really at Newlands all the time. So it's great for them to actually see us in their hometown at the home field.
Yeah, it's. I mean, last year it was long pre-season. League was quite compact in terms of the games. We had to play a lot of games on top of each other, and the break since then till now has been quite short. But yeah, we're excited to get back on the field and see what we can do. Obviously, we started pre-season early on the 7th of Jan. We've only had a limited amount of sessions, but I feel like there are certain parts of the game where we did really well, and there are certain parts of the game that we can still improve on. Yeah, I'm quite chuffed with the progress that we've made so far. Obviously, these guys' professional outfit was a good test for the lads, but I'm quite excited to see what this bunch of guys at False Bay have in store for 2019. I think there's something special. Like, I know Snoopy always used to say it, but I definitely believe that there's something special that's going to happen this year.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Cape Rugby TV. It's exciting behind the scenes here. We're talking so much rugby. You get the rugby guys in a room, they just can't stop talking about rugby. But it is, of course, Western Province Club Rugby, and we're now looking at the Stormers and the dynamics there. And it's been a fantastic opportunity over the weekend where a number of the club rugby players were selected to play in a mixed club at False Bay against the DHL Stormers. A little bit later, I'm going to give you an opportunity to go and watch the DHL Stormers at the Cape Town Stadium this weekend. They'll be wearing their new Marvel Thor jersey, which is, of course, up for grabs. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to win yourself a set of double tickets. All right, that's 2 tickets to go and watch the Stormers play the Bulls at the Cape Town Stadium this coming weekend. So keep your mobile phone handy, and in a few minutes' time, I will give you an opportunity to SMS the answer of the question that I'm looking for. Let's take a look now at the mixed club against the DHL Stormers. Right, welcome back, folks. Cape Rugby TV. Remember, stick around. We're going to give you an opportunity to win yourself a set of double tickets to the Stormers, DHL Stormers match against the Bulls this weekend. But yes, fantastic opportunity there. The DHL Stormers against that mixed club, and you would have seen them there in the black jersey. So, Jono, you have in fact not signed any new Storm players that are playing, and that's not a new False Bay jersey.
No, it's not. Those are guys that have just obviously represented from different clubs in the Western Cape.
Yeah.
And obviously Jerome handles that side. And we didn't send any guys in because we had 25 guys on display, but we have 5 or 6 guys joining Jerome's squad.
Okay, so you had some of your boys in the mixed club squad.
No, next time we will have.
Okay, next time. Jerome, tell us a little bit about that mixed club squad. Those are club players from different clubs. Obviously, having the opportunity to play in a Stormers jersey must be quite exciting.
JP, yeah, it's not a mixed club. It is a mixture of players
From clubs.
different clubs. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's the new word on Cape Rugby TV. We're calling it a mixed club.
Okay, but can we call it Club to Supersport Challenge?
It's a mixed club preparing for
Because
the club to Super
why?
Sport.
Yeah. Because why? There is an opportunity for these guys
On
to
this show, you can just say
represent.
cause why. You don't have to say because, you can just say cause why.
Cause why? To represent Western Province in the Supersport
How
Challenge.
did you choose these guys? How did you get a hold? I mean, I know you've got your talent identification system.
Yeah. What I've done differently this year is to ask the club coaches to send 5 guys from the clubs who they think is the best guys in the club who can play provincial rugby. So I trust their honesty, and I think they were quite honest in sending the guys.
Danny, any chance of those clubs guys maybe one day getting selected for the Stormers?
JP, if not the Stormers, they would certainly be selected by other taken up by other provinces. We've had experience in that, and it's good for the player because it speaks about the player growth, and we would like to become a pathway also for an individual player growth. Yes, there has been in the past. Remember the scrum of False Bay, Dylan Freiling, through the club system. He went to play Stormers. So yes, there is that opportunity.
So you get these opportunities, and if you put it out there in the park and you put 100% effort in, there's an opportunity of being spotted.
You will certainly be rewarded. As I take you back to Damien Dialende, never played any provincial rugby at school, was overlooked Western Province Institute, went to play club rugby, got a break with Advarsity Cup with UCT. And there's a Springbok now. So there are those opportunities. Yes, they're not necessarily the norm, but it is there. If you're hungry enough, you can get there.
They come around from time to time in the year. Jerome, we're going to catch up with you in a second about the Club to Supersport Challenge. We've also got some of your guys at the practice field at HPC, so that we don't want to give too much of the game away right now. But we also managed to speak to UWC club captain, or at least player from UWC, Leon Hendricks, as well as Tiny van Wyk from Unimil.
No, we did. I think we only had about 3 sessions with other guys the past 2 weeks now. So it's getting there a little bit unfit in the sun, but we are getting there every week. If you speak about the Supersport Challenge, it's a big step up. I think the guys just stick in, have a good attitude, working every single day, then we're going to make it. I think that the Varsity Cup is a very good opportunity for the guys over there to put their hands up, and it's the first time also playing there, so big exposure. Have to put in the hard work every week. Definitely, we're playing Ike's at the Green Mile on the 4th of Feb, so it will be a massive encounter for the first one. So looking definitely forward to it.
Ja, het was niet te werken. Het een nice rol gespeeld. Maar het was goed. Nee, onthou, ons allemaal kennen ons naar die rappie taal of die rappie lingo. So je speelt net die calls wat je krijgt en eerlikwaar, je kan enige ou in die posisie sit en hy moet kan speel. Ag, onthou ons almal het 'n punt om te bewys. Ons wil ook graag op bo speel, so ons probeer. Ja, ons het laas jaar goed gedoen. Ons hoop om hierdie jaar top 3 te haal. Eerlik, ek dink ons kan dit reg kry. Ons het vroeg genoeg begin. Ons sal sien wat gebeur.
Tiny van Wyk, former player. In fact, he's playing at Unimil now. Of course, I remember Tiny. I think he played at Bellar, Jerome, and at Tygerberg. He's been around a bit.
Yeah, Tiny's been around, and Tiny's one of that guys. He always give himself. He played one season. He played Supersport Challenge, And I mean, he's always positive, so he always gives himself a chance to make it. And hopefully, it's again this year, because there is an opportunity for any club guy who's willing to work hard.
Fantastic stuff. Right, folks, you want to win yourself a case of Score energy drinks? All you need to do is SMS the word SCORE to 33090, 33090. There you see the Score logo behind me right now. 33090, the word SCORE, SMS that, terms and conditions applying. You win yourself a case of Score energy drinks. Congratulations to last week's winner, Anthea Paris. Anthea, you walk away with a case of Score energy drinks, and someone from Cape Rugby TV is going to be in touch with you to collect that case. Right, as I said earlier on, if you want to win yourself a set of double tickets to go and watch the DHL Stormers against the Bulls in the wearing their brand new Thor jersey, then you can do that a little bit later during the course of the show. Make sure you don't go away, because in the show I'm going to give you an opportunity to SMS the answer to the question that I need for you to win that set of tickets to go and watch the DHL Stormers against the Bulls in their Marvel spectacle at the Cape Town Stadium this coming Sunday. Right, we'll take a break. When we come back from the break, we'll take a look at pre-season training at Rocklands as well as Bellville. Back in a sec. Right, welcome back everybody, Cape Rugby TV, and as you know, we focus on the clubs in Western Province. Danny, 110 clubs still?
109.
109?
Yes.
Somebody merge or someone drop out?
Yeah, well, there's look, we normally have a bit of fluency in the Siemensburg League.
Right.
Yeah. But we've always vacillated between 109, 110, clubs in the system. And obviously the other area where we also is the Sunday League.
Right.
They're a bit more fluid in their establishments.
A lot of fixtures. Oh, common question. I know we asked you this week. Maybe give us another update. One of the questions that's been coming out a lot is, when will the fixtures be released?
Check this space, JP.
Watch this space. And just to confirm that even once the fixtures are put out, they're not official until you've engaged with the clubs in your forum meetings.
Correct, JP. And as you know,
until they've been released on Cape Rugby TV.
If I'm not mistaken, our forum meetings are on the 12th and on the 13th of February.
So am I correct in saying that anyone who's sharing, copying and pasting screens until you've officially released it, it's not a guaranteed official fixture?
Most certainly.
Okay. Right, folks, there you go. So you're going to have to wait patiently for the fixtures to be completed by the administrators. And then, of course, the clubs must first be given an opportunity to check that they've given their input. So, and then it'll be embargoed and be released here on Cape Rugby TV first. And we'll take a look at all the fixtures. Of course, we can give you, earlier, before that, we can give you the official teams in the various divisions. And that's always fantastic for us to look at. We know we can start speculating who's going to perform and how the teams came up and down from the previous year. So that's always exciting. We just want to capture those various leagues for you. And then next week, we'll start taking a look at that. But two of the teams, as you know, we're going to pre-season practices at the moment. Two of the teams we looked at this year was, of course, or at least this week, is Rocklands and Bellville. Let's start off now with Rocklands and head coach Donovan Blau, as well as prop Daniel Matanda. But Rocklands also giving it ons. See what happened. back, everybody. Right, Rocklands getting ready their pre-season. Danny, just looking at the practice session there. Firstly, it's great to see the guys on the park getting ready. Rocklands, of course, nice to see them. Is Mr. Arendse still running the show there?
Definitely, yes. Johan Arendse is the president of the club. Yeah, he's Mr. Everything there.
Yeah, he is, and he's of course a stalwart of Western Province. We've seen. I never see him miss a meeting.
No. He's one of our great administrators, and well done. I mean, that's why the club is still surviving. The club's blood is running in his veins.
Yeah. One of the questions I have to ask you, looking at that footage, then, was the first thing Jerome said to me is the grass. The field is looking dry. Is this still a situation of water restrictions? Is it do we have any information here?
I thought that was a black and white video you took, but
yes, it does look rather. There's very little color there.
No, JP. Look. You know, the facility and the upkeep of the facility is a local authority matter.
Yeah.
So we will be meeting with the City of Cape Town shortly. I think on the 5th. And I'm glad you showed me that footage, because we will engage with them around the state of the fields. As you know, last year we suspended our season by 2 months to give the fields opportunities to recover and then play. We also killed our third team component, which is over 1,000+ games to get feet off the ground.
Because it's getting quite urgent now. People are jumping on social media. People are complaining. People are looking for answers. Look, I know that it's not necessarily your domain to give those answers.
I think we must engage. As I said, we will engage the city. I think people in the communities must take this up with the local councillor. Yeah. It's important. It's their role and their responsibility to see that the fields are okay. Because we had a plan with the city, and it's surprising to see Rocklands field looking like that.
Yeah.
But we keep our fingers crossed and the fields, hopefully the fields improve. Logically, there is Rocklands should stay off the field and give it time now and it should be watered and all those things.
There's of course no point staying off the field if there's no water, if the thing can't grow. So the question out there, if any city officials are watching the show right now, we want some answers, please. Not only for rugby, but also for the other sports that are out there. We want to know what is happening. Are we having water restrictions on the grass, on the fields? Are you going to water the fields? In fact, what we from a Cape Rugby perspective want to know is, even if you start watering those fields right now, they're going to be ready for the league season. I'm taking Mr. Jones out of the picture here and I'm putting the camera square on me. That is the question I am asking. I would like to know if there are any city officials watching the show right now to please give Cape Rugby TV some answers. Whether those answers are good or bad, we just want an answer. Are you going to water the fields to try and get enough grass for the communities out there so they can play rugby? Just on that point, Jono, I believe False Bay is doing a couple of interesting trips before the league in terms of your friendlies this year.
Yeah, that's correct. We play against Collegians away, we play against Tygerberg away, and then we're hosting Brackenfell at home. So we're changing things up a bit this year. You know, normally we play our friends Durbanville or Hammies or whatever, but we have a lot of support in those neck of the woods, so we're going to take our rugby to where all the spectators are.
First game's Collegians?
That is correct,
Okay,
yes.
I've got news for you. Collegians field is looking very dry. So I'm not sure. If maybe we get an answer from the city. You might have grass before the game, but you better pray.
That is correct. They're also meeting with the city and the city council. It might be moved to a different venue close in the area, because when we've been down there, it does look a little bit like a Clifton Fourth Beach, although that's also a bit of a touchy subject these days. But let's just see how we go.
Right. The other news for you, of course, is that I know you guys are like super champions in Super League A and that, but I don't think you're going to make it against Collegians. Probably they're going to give you a bit of a hiding.
You'd be surprised. We have a lot of supporter Collegians. A lot of them come to watch our games. I've coached there back in the day. We're very close with the administrators and high up.
You think you can win that game? You guys think you can go out there and beat Collegians?
Well, I'll pick four past Collegians players in the game, so we'll have a little bit of inside info.
So you've got some inside tracks there. All right, fantastic. Right, folks, let's catch up with Rocklands head coach Donovan Blau, as well as their prop Daniel Matanda.
Ja, kijk, die mannen is nog een beetje tralala, maar ons gaat aan. En die mannen is natuurlijk, ja, oefensessie, dat is maar een beetje iets anders. Dat die mannen maar aan die rij houden en zo aan. Maar die mannen komen op en altijd meer hard eigenlijk lekker. Ja, ik is niet bij die klap die jaar begint. Het is een lekkere uitdaging, het is een lekkere challenge, je weet. En op rugbyveld te wees voor mij is altijd is exciting. You know, it's lekker exciting op die veld te wees met die nuwe klip ook so. Ja, ek geniet dit. Ja, absoluut. Kyk van ek hou van die energie. Die manne sal nog miskien 'n bietjie uit van later wat die energie van ek praat, waarvan ek praat. En ons kyk natuurlik om die oud en die nuut 'n bietjie te meng, maar ook nie te veel van die oud of te veel van die nuwe span nie. So ons moet maar die balans bou.
Hey man, so far we're going good, man. The numbers is growing, and I guess the fitness levels is also coming up, man. Because last year it was a bit tricky, but this year we can see we are working towards something. Last year our aim was to reach the top 9, but midway through we fainted out. But this year we believe with a good pre-season that we're starting off, so we're definitely gonna reach our goal for this year. It's lovely, man. It's good. It's good. It's a good place to play rugby, yeah, because it's get always that ocean breeze that comes over you. It keeps you the refreshment. Even at times when you feel like you don't want to go on, but then when the moment you get that breeze, gives you that extra vuma to carry on. And rightly so, we are only 2 teams in Michelle's played. It's Collegians and us as Rocklands. But we're more into the community here by Rocklands. And we want to invite the young guys who's out there who don't have a team at the moment. Feel free to come and join your Rocklands. We're on a Tuesday and a Thursday, 6:30.
Right, there we go, folks. Of course, Rockland's getting ready, and we'll keep profiling. Take a look at our Instagram feed at Cape Rugby TV, and you'll see we're starting to profile some of the players. We'll share some of it onto Facebook. But if you want to see the player profiles at the moment that we're running, go onto our Instagram page at Cape Rugby TV. Go and find us and then share it. Of course, tag the clubs and tag the players so that we know who they are. Bellville, of course, busy with their pre-season training. Let's take a quick look at pre-season at Bellville, and after that we will take a look at Jerome's Club to Supersport Challenge, as well as the DHL Stormers in their pre-season training. Of course, they're busy at the HPC. And don't forget, I'm going to give you an opportunity to win yourself a set of double tickets to go and watch the DHL Stormers against the Bulls at the Cape Town Stadium this weekend. So stay tuned. That question coming up in a sec. All right then, folks, Bellville in action there. Grass is looking pretty good at Bellville, but of course they've got a borehole in there. Jerome, Bellville ready for action this year?
Yeah, they've been working hard, and Warren is very happy.
Yeah.
They started like earlier on in this month. So a lot of guys coming there, and they're fortunate because they still have a lot of the guys who played last year, and they're still young, so he can just build on that, and hopefully they'll go a bit further this year.
Right, folks, if you just watched the Bellville pre-season training, remember every time you're going to watch a Bellville game, watch that back line. For me, it's still one of the most dangerous and collegians. John, just the heads up. If you play against collegians, the back line. All right, you're going to have to really watch the back line. If they get the ball in the back line, you've got trouble.
I've heard they get a beach touch, yes.
Right, let's catch up with Warren Isaacs. He's, of course, head coach at Bellville.
Jo, my hartjie is bly. Ek dink die manne sit baie goed in hoor. Hulle werk hard en ek dink hulle wil die seisoen aanpak. Volgens my dink ek ons is al reg vir die seisoen al hoor. Man, die manne gaan altyd 'n ekstra mile hierso. Hulle sê ek kan hulle nie doodmaak nie. So is 'n challenge vir my met die ouens. Maar ek geniet my baie met hulle. Ek dink die ouetjies werk hard en hulle sien uit na die seisoen vorentoe. Ja, ons het 'n paar nuwe gesiggies. Ek sal nie uitbrei die gesiggies en die name dit nie, maar ek dink hierdie manne het sommer dadelik ingeskakel by ons en hulle geniet ons. Geniet hulle hier saam met ons. Ja, ons beoog nou om die 8de Februarie begin ons 'n vriendskaplike wedstryde. Ons sal so 4 speel, dan gaan ons 'n brandvlei oefenkamp toe. En dan die einde van die maand en dink dan sit die eerste league game is die 6de April en die manne sien uit daarna. Ja, ons het die standards hoog gestel vir hierdie jaar, so al die spanne gaan kom vir ons, maar ons is slaggereed vir hulle. Ons het ons huiswerk gedoen elke span. Ons warn nie van die nuwe manne wat moet inkom nie, maar ons is reg vir die ouens.
Ja, ons baie 2 harde weke wat ons agter die rug het. Ons sê ons begin nou eers met ons tweede week, maar die ouens is vol vertroue en positief. Ons wil graag waar ons opgehou het laas jaar, wil ons weer positief begin hierdie jaar. Ja, die ouens enjoy hulle baie en hulle geniet hulle voel soos familie. Die ander ouens verwelkom hulle soos familie hier by die klub. Ja, soos die ouens kom van skooltyd af saam mekaar en weer kom hier seniors saam mekaar speel. So die ouens ken mekaar redelik goed. En ons kyk voor die jaar om maklike hopelik 'n goeie jaar te hê hierdie jaar. Baie lekker om met hierdie afrigtersweek. Jy weet, hulle is nie net afrigters, hulle is soos amper soos hulle is soos hoe kan ek sê vaderskap vir ons hier op die VA. Gelukkig hierdie jaar ons het vir onsself gesê en ons is doelwitte vir onsself gesê ons wil hierdie jaar wil ons die liga vat.
Folks, don't forget, of course, this coming weekend, it's the Ahmadiyya's Community 10s. That's, of course, happening at City Park. There's a number of teams that are playing there. Let's quickly take a look at some of those teams that will be in action. Of course, 16 different teams that are playing. Collegians and Vineyards at least. Solarians, Ahmadiyya's, Rangers, Morningstar, Silvertree, Callies, Primrose, Goodwood, Masipumalele, Progress, Manenberg Rangers, Tigerberg, Wraithby and Gardens. So Ahmadiyya's Community 10s on Saturday. Kickoff starts at 10 o'clock. Danny, that looks like it's going to be an exciting day of rugby.
Certainly, JP. I'm glad for this competition at City Park. And there will be a number of Western Province Stormer players that will pop in there. And also just to give the competition some more spice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be great.
So the Stormers and Province players, a couple of guys there, are they going to be signing autographs, or are they going to just come for a little say hello?
Say hello and sign autographs.
Okay, all right. So, folks, that's, of course, at City Park this coming weekend. Starting at 10 o'clock or so, we'll be filming most of the game and, of course, the finals and semi-finals. So that's happening at City Park. Starting at 10 o'clock, make sure you get down there. MChem 24-hour pharmacy, of course, on board with Cape Rugby TV on the corner of N1 and Durban Road. MChem now supplying the DHL Stormers at the High Performance Centre, where they get their prescriptions filled, their orthopedic products, their nutraceutical products, everything. The High Performance Centre at Belleville now got a direct relationship with MChem 24-hour pharmacy. And why not? MChem 24-hour pharmacy, free parking, it's easy to drive to. There's a great coffee shop upstairs. In fact, nowadays, I'm pretty sure that if you go to MChem, you might see one of the Stormers guys sitting upstairs having a cup of coffee. We're going to take an ad break. When we come back from the break, we'll be taking a look at Jerome Parvater's Club to Supersport Challenge practice session. Welcome back, everybody. Right, the prize that you want to win is, of course, that set of double tickets to go watch the DHL Stormers take on the Bulls at Newlands, and they'll be wearing their Thor Marvel outfit. Now, Thor has, okay, apart from Spider-Man, Thor is my favorite. Okay, I must say, John, have you got a favorite Marvel comic superhero?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. All right, Danny?
I used to have, but it's Thor now.
I used to like Luke Cage, Iron Man. Okay, anyway, no, he's not in the mix. Jerome?
No, I don't have any.
You don't have? You didn't read comics? Do you have a sad childhood?
No, good, but I...
You don't really? Okay, we're going to choose one for you. We're choosing Thor, because Thor is the outfit of the DHL Stormers.
Okay.
And in fact, this weekend, if you go, you might even get to wear a Thor jersey.
Okay.
All right. Right, Thor, folks, of course, that's my favorite superhero now. Is the guy with the hammer, throws the hammer and he flies and everything like that. Nowadays, the Marvel team cartoons and the Avengers, it's all over the show. So Thor is, of course, the jersey. Now you want to win yourself a set of double tickets to go and watch the DHL Stormers take on the Bulls at Newlands. What are the Bulls? The Bulls are?
The Bulls are Captain America.
Captain America is the Bulls. Jono, the Lions are?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man for the Lions. And Jerome, the Sharks are?
Black Panther.
The Black Panther. You got that one right, though, didn't you? Right. Those are, of course, the 4 teams that are in action this coming weekend. So if you want to win yourself a set of double tickets, SMS the word The Faithful now to 33090. You can see it on the screen, The Faithful 33090. It's as easy as that. And why The Faithful? Because The Faithful is, of course, the official supporters club of the Western Province Rugby and DHL Stormers sides. And, of course, you can sign up for The Faithful for just R1,000, and you can get one of those replica jerseys as part of the package, as well as a whole lot of other benefits. You can go and sign up as a supporters club member at The Faithful. All right, it's on the Western Province Rugby website, wprugby.com, and the Stormers website, The Faithful. So just SMS now the word The Faithful to 33090, and you can put yourself in the mix to win a set of double tickets to go and watch the DHL Stormers against the Bulls this weekend. Let's take a look now at Jerome Parvater's preparation for the club sides in the Supersport Challenge. Right, welcome back, folks. Jerome, club boys there doing a little bit of action, just like the DHL Stormers. I must say, it's looking like pretty powerful stuff there.
Yeah, JP, what we do is we do exactly the same as the Stormers guys do, because I believe if a guy comes into the high performance center, it's not the name, just high performance. We go take it to the next level, and we go, and I know a lot of clubs are also doing it, but we try and give the guys a little bit more than what they normally do at the club, and so yeah, guys go away there, and at the end of this 5 weeks or however long we're gonna go with these guys, hopefully the guys will go back, as Mr. Jones always say. It's always also for them to go back and tell the club.
Well, I think that's fantastic.
Players. But what I want, JP, I actually want. I want the club coaches to come and join in the session. We'll send out the official invitation to them. It's open.
First you have to find out who the club coaches are. A lot of the teams haven't announced who their final club coaches or even captains are.
Yeah, but hopefully, also the coaches who are not coaching anymore, they're more than welcome to come. Because
can I come as well? I'm not coaching. Can I come?
No, you can come because you saw a few things that the guys were doing wrong there. So it's the same with the club coach. He can come. He can come tell us. He can come tell us. Listen, Jerome, this is wrong, and then we can fix it. But the challenge for me is now to get the club coaches also in, because it's their players.
Jerome, I'm on your page. That's my challenge also, is to get the club coaches onto Cape Rugby TV. I'm having the same challenge, okay? So the two of us together will go to Mr. Jones and we'll ask Mr. Jones to solve that. The only coach that I know right now that is officially the head coach is Jono van der Walt, because he's the first coach this year on the show. You are staying at False Bay, right, Jono?
That is correct.
Okay, first one on the list is ticked.
Okay. He's invited.
Mr. Jones, we've got 108 more to go.
Definitely, JP, but now a number of coaches have been appointed, the question we need to ask is please forward the information to us so that we can invite them to our sessions.
Fantastic. Right, folks, a great opportunity there for the clubs, and I think this is one of the reasons why Western Province Rugby is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So the club coaches and players have an opportunity to experience what the professional players are doing at the High Performance Centre. So that's fantastic. Talking about the High Performance Centre and the Stormers, we're going to take an ad break, but just a reminder then, SMS the word The Faithful to 33090. You can put yourself in the mix to win a set of double tickets to go watch the DHL Stormers against the Bulls in the Marvel Challenge at the Cape Town Stadium this weekend. We'll be back after the break and we'll take a look at what the Stormers are up to. Welcome back, everybody. Right, of course, that opportunity to win yourself a set of double tickets. A reminder again, 33090, and just SMS the word The Faithful. Put yourself in the mix to go win a set of double tickets to the Cape Town Stadium this weekend. Let's take a look now at the DHL Stormers pre-season training, and we'll speak to hooker Ramon Samuels as well as wing Sergil Peterson.
I went to go watch the boys on Saturday. Few set piece errors and which falls by actually exposed us, but it was a good run out for the young guys to actually feel a little bit of pressure for the first time in the off-season, pre-season. I think with traveling, our most fierce opponents would definitely be the Hurricanes. We're also getting the Blues on that side, but I think a team to watch out for when we go to Victoria in Melbourne would be the Rebels. I think we set for phenomenal Super B, which is the toughest league in the Western Province. We are set for a tough Super C, and I know that Strand will get automatic promotion. But also the guys in the Super A, it's good to see clubs like Milnerton, you know, barking. It's good to see Tygerberg barking and rebuilding. And even clubs as St. George's that went down now to the Super B, hopefully they can gather themselves and get back in the Super A.
So far so good. You know, we've had a good preseason. You know, a couple of us haven't actually done a lot of preseason in November, so we're still busy with the preseason conditioning phase. But it's looking good so far. Got a lot of depth in the squad, and yeah, we're working hard. Yeah, you know, it's a first outing. You know, so a lot of tired bodies on the field, but we're still in the heart of preseason. So hopefully, with a couple of weeks leading towards the Super Rugby start, we're gonna have fresher bodies and, you know, guys looking fresh on the field. I can't single out anyone. I think the whole competition is a very tough competition, especially, you know, playing against you know, because all the guys playing in the respective Super Rugby teams, they have a lot of internationals in there, so it's going to be, it's always been a tough competition. So I can't really, you know, pin out one team that's going to be the easiest to beat or the toughest opponent.
Right, there we go, folks. Of course, Ramon Samuels and Sergil Peterson. I love those two boys, exciting rugby players playing for the DHL Stormers. That's a wrap from us, Jerome. Your plans for the weekend?
Yeah, JP, we're fortunate. Every Saturday we have rugby in Cape Town, so I'll be at Hamadia's 10, and then Sunday, Cape Town Stadium.
It's going to be lekker. Looking forward to it. Danny, your side?
Friday, the Western Province will be involved, obviously, with the Cape Town Tens, Friday and Saturday. And then Saturday with the Ahmadiyya Tens at City Park. Sunday, the big game at the Cape Town Stadium. So, yeah, it's rugby 7 days.
3 days in a row. Jono, your plans for the weekend?
We've got 3 teams in the Cape Town 10, so I think we entered the first time 10-11 years ago, and we haven't been back since. So I've got 3 teams, so about 60 false player players will be playing on Friday and Saturday at the Cape Town 10s, and then Sunday, hopefully we get a ticket to go to watch the game on Sunday.
No, it sounds fantastic. Yeah, looking forward to all of that rugby. I think it's a lot of rugby. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We don't really even know where to go. Looking forward to it. Anyway, folks, that's a wrap from us here. Remember that number to SMS 33090. SMS the word The Faithful to put yourself in a mix to go and watch the DHL Stormers take on the Bulls at the Cape Town Stadium. Remember, Dulux Maitland is, of course, on board with Cape Rugby TV. You can find them at number 30 Kuberg Road. You see the sign there right behind me, number 30 Kuberg Road. And they will give you the best prices on your paint. They will spec your premises. They'll save you a lot of money. And, of course, they'll give you the best service. In fact, that's what we need nowadays, is really good service. Dulux Maitland at number 30 Kuberg Road. That's a wrap, folks. We'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Have a fantastic rugby weekend. Bye-bye.